his strongest character. We've seen how aggressive he can be with Cammy, but a lot of players kind of picked up on that pretty early. So having this decision to go with Luke has gotta be a big sigh of relief for Fujimora. It's like, yes, finally a character as good as Luke that I can abuse throughout the entirety of the season. And he's looking pretty strong, man. I would love to see him finally settle down with this character instead of having to go through that character crisis mid-league again.
You know, the only thing that he's got that he wants to shore up a little bit later on is his secret weapon, Chun-Li. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he really needs Chun-Li. Luke is just a fine pick with it. We already saw how optimal he can be with that clip and more if you watch his streams, and he's been grinding out these matchups. Is it going to be enough to take down someone that is just as optimal? That is Gachikun. We're talking about well-rounded players. Gachikun is at the top spot of all the Rashids. He just has an answer for damn near everything with this character, season after season.
Yeah, it's definitely the right way to put it. I think there's a lot to be said about Gachikun in regards to what he has as Rashid. But I will say, as a player, his defense has been phenomenal. I think he has some of the best defense in the game. Despite him getting opened up right now, this is what we call the data round. More often than not, statistically, I think Gachikun has given up a lot of the first rounds just to download the data and adapt or adjust his defense accordingly. But we'll see if that even plays out, right?
Nice corner carry off the XTP. The fadeaway play off the Fierce. Damage is adding up, so it's a stun. Jump in. Oh, the dash out the Fujimora, but the dash check from Gachikun connects.
We love it. We really do love it. A lot of potency there coming in from that crouching jab. Looking for the movement, swapping away with the crouching heavy punch. You're not allowed to move for free, Fujimora.
That crouching Fierce and the medium kick to check the fireball before they can come out. Fujimora wants to set up shop with the fireballs before he puts the normals. Oh, nice. He can't do that. It's just like that. We use a bar. Wants to get that lead, I guess. It's a big amount of bar to use, though.
That is something that a lot of players have been utilizing. If they have a projectile invincible TP, being able to keep Rashid players honest by not letting them go for those one shots after a moment. So smart. Ooh. The master of Luke putting Gachikun pretty much at the rope at the start of that round, or at the edge of the ropes, with the DP into the critical line. Uh-oh. Big
drop. It's an Oki off the Eagle Spike. Yax, keeping that turn as much as possible, but push the way out of the corner. Because that is where Rashid really accesses his damage. Like, in the corner is where Rashid loves to party. The damage going and flowing. Crouch Fierce, EX, oh, we there. EX again, and the heavy mixer off the backboard. No, just a throw. Sun's rising though for Fujimora. Has to find a gap or a DP or anything. Some sort of knockdown.
And look at this from Gachikun, just harassing that range. So effective too. He's still within sweep. The whip punish is there from Fujimora. We got the just frame flash level initially.
Like kick, heavy kick activation.
You have to guess. You have to guess for game after that. Gachikun knew it. Fujimora knew it. It could have been anything that happened after that. After one touch, it could have been a frame trap. Anybody's game.
Talking about the optimality of the players, things like that. Like Gachikun, you see it right there, putting Fujimora in a guess for game situation, and there's no bar for defense from the side of Fujimora. He had already activated V trigger, can't V shift and V break. That's what must be something Fujimora has to think about. Do I save my V bar for defense or save it for offense? A flip out from Gachikun and the punish, the three-piece, and the Eagle Spike already in the corner, and the counter hit called a mash-in.
This is so significant here too. We talked about how much, pretty much every single season, Rashid has such great corner pressure, right? But in the hands of Gachikun, it's a whole different story. Look at that. It's even making Fujimora reluctant to even do anything but walk out. Even Sandblaster has come out very seldomly. That standing medium kick does get whiff punish on both ends, actually. Fujimora trying to fight out of the corner. I bet he was looking for the space to get into a V-trigger activation, but it was still going to be such a tough hill to climb considering how much life Gachikun had. Looking at trying to get game 2 under wraps.
Ooh. 7 frame sweep off the feet. Does it whip punish against the crouching meter kick, but this one lands. DP ender. Yeah, now trying to back up to let him get off the backboard, but then again, Gachikun stays solid, doesn't eat any damage in that situation. Has a full stick of butter to utilize. What?
That was disgusting. He actually
Trade.
got a.
Oh, that was really nasty.
No, that was a straight up confirm. I don't think there was a trade on that. Nobody. Yeah, he didn't get hit. I don't think he got hit.
Yeah, he didn't get hit. No, you're right. Actually, you're right. The way I was doing it was wrong.
I was like, am I crazy? Like, am I tired?
No, it just looked really weird. It just looked so weird. I was like, did he trade with him? Did he flip out? It's just the combo. Look different with it. I call him Mr. Optimal.
Oh, Master of Lethal! You already know it. Fujimora opening up Gachikun. The slight movement getting checked from Fujimora into the full confirm. He's had two very significant confirms that round.
Dark kids are starting to land. Before, they've been whip punish or like on block. He's kind of committed with it. This time they're landing, and he's making sure to send them to spin them. EX blocks it out. The throw caught from the corner. Fujimora's corner pressure. Oh, I like that challenge. Actually walked up a little bit, got the medium punch and the target combo, but still keep getting pushed back in the corner over and over again by Gachikun.
At least he kept Gachikun honest in that second instance where like he got the. Oh, wait a minute. He didn't get his chance to get the just frame flash knuckle. I was gonna say, yeah, again, Gachikun now finding his way and pushing Fujimura in the corner, a safe spot to get the trigger activation.
Defense, blocks overhead. Yeah, you rather just take the throw. The situation wakes up with violence. Did not get the super. Was able to get that last hit to connect.
That is an awful feeling. That is an awful feeling if you're Fujimora. The crouching light kick. How often do we even get to see that? Not dead yet. Oh boy. The Gachikun classic. Wake up, EX spinning mixer. Fujimora steals the round again. To be fair though, he had the round initially, had significantly dropped the confirm into the critical art. Gachikun thought he could have had it with EX spinning mixer. He thought that was the time to let it rip, but Fujimora keeping it steady. But still also, man, Fujimora stealing it back with crouching light kick? How often do you even see that from any loop play? From anybody in general? That's actually pretty wild.
It's wild. Usually typically see that from like Chun-Li players and things like that. That must be that influence from the character, but good stuff from Fujimura, routing it back and understanding how to deal with this corner pressure and get out of there. We've seen the medium punch, the walk-up medium punch and things like that. We've seen the great defense and shoring up when things do get scrambly. Here's Fujimura.
But yeah, playing within the medium range, the big whiff punish from the side of Gachikun and the bigger bet coming in from Fujimura from earlier, just throwing out some of these normals just outside of the ranges that he wants to play at. The V-shift break now from Gachikun, finds himself in a very familiar position against Fujimura, but now the forced thermal barrier, V-trigger expenditures there from Fujimura, trying to push himself out of the corner is just not going to be enough. I feel like it's such a heavy price to pay trying to fight out of the corner, and it's not even as successful as
yeah, it's so hard. There's so many buttons that we see Gachikun layering on, and a lot more expensive with the combi of buttons. We see medium kick a lot more, crouch fierce a lot more, crouch medium kick a lot more. If you whip anything, it's going to be a sweep off the feet. That 7 frame so quick. Look at that medium kick. Now the activation. They can deal with this mix. The DP right through. That's so smart. Using the super to get right to the B trigger. Was so ready and steady to get that punish. Oh, you better win. You better finish it. The dash up throw does the duty.
Fujimora is a beast. You have got to be kidding me, man. Like, he knew it too. He was like, damn, I'm sick. I'm actually so sick.
Kind of nice in this game. I'm kind of nice in this game.
Nice, yeah. He's kind of got it out.
Nice.
Kind of got it at a different level. I'll tell you what. Jeez, that was so cool.
Can't get over that. Okay. Gachikun has him in the corner. You gotta do something cool now, Gachikun. Route it back like that. Nice cross cut, DP. The B shift chase down. Put it right back where he's supposed to be found. That's in the corner. Counter hit, wasn't able to commit with the last hit. Be too far up that Pierce.
Oh, significant! Oh, what is that? A significant error from the side of Fujimura. I think he was walked up. He was trying to walk up. Maybe get a sandblast there. A couple of questions being asked on the board. He's like, there might have been an error. I'm so sorry.
Again, that whip punish off the crouch medium kick. Every time that's been whipped, we've seen, or at least damn near every single time, a sweep from Gachikun. Now the throw. Stuns rising. Much as possible. EX activation. Yeah, doesn't unblock this time.
I love that counter hit conversion from pretty deep into off that median kick, banking on it to hit. With punish again, Gachikun. So much success with that sweep.
Jab check, connects, yes sir. Bar at the bottom, he's trying to get up to that super, and he was going to kill either way because he had that chip play. Gachikun on game point, but not for nothing. This is a hard-fought battle.
Yeah, that forward movement being caught by Gachikun with that sweep would have been kind of dangerous. I feel like if Fujimora had blocked that, I think it would have been pretty close to death from the side of Gachikun. So that was an interesting moment. Like I don't know if it was like I'd have to slow that down when I watched the VOD. I think that was like a reaction from the side of Gachikun checking Fujimora's dashes, or I can't even tell if he just did it on purpose. Like there was nothing back to back it up, right? He didn't have trigger to back up his sweep. So I'd imagine in like that split second, he went for the punish because that was really fast. Like, like in terms of reactions, like that is kind of like high-end human. That is very, very hard to do.
Yeah, very quick-witted and quick-witted is Gachikun to be able to use that sweep. I mean, he's been utilizing that sweep very well and like as a whip punch with the hard knockdowns and things like that, which I really enjoy. I love that he's utilizing that as soon as he sees something, instead of just like maybe a medium punch or a light that might not connect, he knows it'll reach. He's been studying Sudis and how to deal with this matchup, and now he is the one on game point. Fujimora thinking about it. I honestly am glad that he's not going to the Chun-Li pick. I think that Luke is the way to do it. It's just the player problems that we are seeing. Some of the errors that are equalizing Rashid pushing to the corner and even more damage that need be.
Pretty curious as to what these errors are even about anyway from the side of Fujimora. It's an execution thing. It has to be. All things considered, right? I don't think he would just blatantly throw out an uppercut like that. So,
yeah.
Back to this familiar range. We see Fujimora kind of exercising, oh boy, exercising his muscles in regards to hit confirming off the low medium kick. But all jokes aside, again, that standing light kick has been a lot of has gotten a lot of mileage in terms of like studying the, or at least testing the range against Gachikun for the most part, with Fujimora now not having to use it as much.
They're trying to harass with the fireball, so it's not happening. Nice punch right there on the jab. Puts him in the corner. Easier to punish, deal with that standing light punch this season. The throw, stuns rising, the defense. Fujimora's willing to block it out. Not gonna bust out. B-shift, doesn't even go for the break. Yeah, you would have got caught up in the blender.
Oh,
Still,
looking at match point now. This is pretty significant. I think if Gachikun goes away with it, we might see another hot streak for the away side vent or away side seat.
Looking like it. The challenge zone, wake up, target combo. It's some Oki, but able to block it, take it back his turn. It's Gachikun. He's just so good about harassing and pushing Fujimora to the corner. Every so often, meter kick, these lows and the mixers, and being really biggest when he throws at the fireball. He already got with it once. Said, no, sir, not me, not again. Activation could come through, though, from Fujimora. Ooh, what a good version right there off the light kick.
Damn, imagine getting that much off of a light kick. Pretty significant. Pretty significant.
This is pretty nasty.
Speaking of nasty, we do get the activation there from the side of Gachikun off of a hit confirm. What side? No, same side. In fact, he just stopped him dead in his tracks with the crouching jab. Good awareness from Fujimora, knowing full well that the target, or excuse me, the V-trigger wasn't going to be within range.
And this season, you can just go into your pressure situation. A super on the whip. He backed up, let it whip. So I'm going to let this hit and stay in the game, standing on set point for a little bit longer. That was nasty.
Yeah, but was it worth it? That's going to be the question on everybody's mind as we get into the final game, potentially for Gachikun, right? We have a full critical art on deck for the side of Rashid. Fujimora just spent all of his. Oh my goodness, what is happening? That is the second time we've seen that thus far in the match. Fujimora not off to a clean start, but not quite in danger yet.
Good challenge on the dash and gets the target combo. You have to worry about the XTP this season because of the fact that it's a lot slower. But walks in the fierce and the V skill. Eagle Spike to get some distance with it. Trying to push him to the other side of the screen as much as possible and not be a call up in the corner.
still see Gachikun kind of testing the ranges out, using that standing roundhouse. Has to make himself safe, and he's still caught. Fujimora moving that forward medium punch, actually going to the Eagle Spike. Oh boy, this could actually benefit Fujimora a lot. If he gets a single hit, it could lead to a gang of damage. It could be a 2-touch scenario for Luke. It could be a 1-touch for Gachikun, and that might be it. It's more than enough. The final hit off the Eagle Spike, and you can see the Yosh coming in from the side of Gachikun, 3-1.